What's going on, guys? GSMSI here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is Thursday the 25th of July, got confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yes, this episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer upload. And finally, in the comment section below, what has been your favourite transfer so far in this window? Right, let's get started with the episode then, and first up we've got XAVI SIMONS. He's a 16-year-old who currently plays now for Paris Saint-Germain after leaving Barcelona. He's regarded as a massive talent and he's just 16 years old. He's joined the French champions on a professional contract until 2022, and the club statement from PSG does say, at the age of 16, XAVI is among the most promising players in Dutch football. I'm not sure if he'll be on FIFA Ultimate Team because of his age, but for career mode players, I imagine he'll be included on the database. And next up we've got Callum Hudson-Odoi. He signed a new 5-year contract with Chelsea and is apparently earning £100,000 per week. He is a massive part of Chelsea's future, and especially with Frank Lampard as manager now, he'll get a lot more opportunities. I think he's currently out injured, and obviously during the January transfer window and for part of this window, there's a lot of interest there from Bayern Munich. And now we move on to Paulo Diaz. He's joined River Plate in Argentina from Al Ahly at a 3.5 million fee. Hernan Perez has joined Qatari side Al Ahly from Espanyol and it's an undisclosed fee. Lopetegui has made his 10th signing of the summer already as Sevilla manager. This time it's going to be Serbian midfielder Gudel. He joined from CSL side Guangzhou Evergrande in a free transfer and he signed a 4-year contract. Skov Olsen has joined Bologna in Serie A from FC Nordsjælland and they paid €6 million. There was some apparent interest there from Premier League sides, but now he's moved to the Serie A and I'm not sure what his rating will be for FIFA 20. Rog has joined Cagliari from Napoli on a loan deal for €2 million. There's a $13 million obligation to buy in the summer of 2020. A transfer that featured a few days ago is going to be Felipe Luis. He's now gone back to Brazil to join Flamengo. It's from Atletico Madrid and it's a free transfer after his contract expired. He was potentially going to stay at Atletico and sign a new deal with them, but instead he's opted to go back to the Liga do Brazil and quite possibly won't be on FIFA 20. Vincent Janssen has joined Monterrey in Mexico from Tottenham for a belief fee in the region of £6.3 million. He moved to Spurs I think 3 years ago from AZ Alkmaar and they paid close to 20 mil for him then. So his move to England didn't work out, had a few loan spells and now has got a permanent move away. Aston Villa have signed another player, this time is Trezeguet from Kasımpaşa in Turkey. It's an £8 million fee on a 4-year contract. And I forgot to mention at the very start that there might not be an episode tomorrow. I'll have to wait and see. I'm not saying it definitely won't be. But if there isn't an episode at 8 AM, it's because the heat right now in England is absolutely crazy. And I think on Thursday when I'll be recording Friday's episode, it's supposed to be a record heat for the UK. And honestly, I don't want to be sat in the office. Andre Silva's proposed move to AS Monaco has hit a late snag over a disagreement on finances. That's according to Mohamed Bouhafsi of RMC and Gianluca Damasio. The medical was completed and done, and a €25 million fee was a deal in principle. And it's now the second time in 7 days that a deal has fallen through like this in the last minute for Monaco. The issues right now could well be resolved in a few days, but at this point in time, it's looking like it could fall through. And next up, Le Progress are saying William Saliba is currently in England as ahead of a £27 million move from St Etienne to Arsenal. He's said to undergo a medical and Arsenal have beaten their rival Spurs to get him, but he will be loaned back to the French side for next season. RMC and Yahoo Sport are saying the Russian side Krasnodar have agreed a €12 million fee with St Etienne to sign France international attacking midfielder Remy Kabaya. The deal includes another 1.5 mil in additional bonuses and personal terms have been agreed. They were too good to turn down financially because it's €3 million a year and €9 million over the 3-year contract, and that's 3 times what he currently earns at St Etienne. And the French side have already worked out a replacement because they've already agreed a €4 million deal with Real Betis to sign at Riyad Boudebouz. An outlet called Salzburger Nachrichten, sorry I said that wrong, they're saying Borussia Dortmund have beaten Leipzig to the signing of Red Bull Salzburg star Samer Sekou. The 23-year-old midfielder was expected to make the switch to Leipzig due to their ties with the Austrian club. However, Dortmund have swooped in with a €20 million offer and are now on the verge of completing the deal. Arsenal have added Juventus defender Daniele Rugani to their list of potential signings. That's according to the Daily Express. The Italian defender has already faced competition for a starting role from Giorgio Chiellini and Leonardo Bonucci, and he is now further down the line after the arrival of De Ligt from Ajax. They have also got Demiral, and the reports a couple days ago suggested either Demiral or Rugani, one would leave, one would stay as a backup. And next up, according to Fabrizio Romano, he is saying Barcelona are in advanced talks with Real Betis to sign Junior Firpo as a new left back. He'll come in as a backup to Jordi Alba, and there was interest there from a fair few Premier League sides. The Italian journalist didn't mention any kind of fee, but the reports are saying around €35 million, or it could be a bit cheaper with a player going to Betis on loan. A short one from the Daily Mail is saying that if a bid for Harry Maguire fails, Manchester United will consider a move for Kalidou Koulibaly. And honestly, I'm not too sure how or why Koulibaly would be a backup option to Maguire. I'm not saying Maguire's a bad defender at all, but Koulibaly, he's like a top 3 centre back in the world. And the Daily Telegraph are saying Tottenham will push the asking price for Toby Alderweireld up to £40 million. That's if his £25 million release clause isn't activated by Friday. He's a target of Manchester United and Roma, who see the Spurs defender as a solid backup plan if a move for Harry Maguire should fail. And for Roma, they sold Manolas and are looking to replace him. But now Manchester United will be desperate to conclude business before Friday, when that backup plan will see his price rise with his clause expiring. And I'm really surprised no club has activated that clause, because for $25 million in this current market for a centre-back of his ability, it seems like an absolute bargain. And next up, according to Corriere dello Sport, they're saying Napoli's long-awaited move for James Rodriguez is slipping away. That's leading Carlo Ancelotti's side to turn their attention back to their initial target, Chucky Lozano. Rodriguez is nearing a move to Atletico Madrid, but the 23-year-old Mexican winger Lozano would represent an exciting young alternative. The quoted fee for Lozano at the very start of the window was around €50 million or €40 million plus, and now with the Rodriguez deal falling through and Fekir going to Betis, who apparently was a backup option, Lozano could well come in. RMC report that despite the fact talks are proceeding well between Everton and PSG for the transfer of Idrissa Gueye, and that agreement over finances is imminent, the Premier League side intend to delay the move until they can find a replacement. Le Parisien and Soccerlink both reported that an agreement was basically done between the two sides and is believed to be around €32 million plus bonuses. But as RMC mentioned, the deal was very close, or is still very close, but Everton want to bring in a replacement first up. They haven't said who that player potentially could be, we'll have to wait and find out. And next up, a little quote from Niko Kovac, the Bayern manager. He is saying Bayern are doing everything within their power to sign their dream player Leroy Sané from Man City. And my personal opinions on this, obviously Sané is a fantastic player, and if they manage to bring him in, it's a great bit of business. But the way they keep talking about a player that's not currently owned by them, I find it a bit disrespectful. And it's quite similar to what Barca done a couple weeks ago, because during a press conference, the Barca president was talking about players that weren't his or weren't Barca's. For example, he's talking about Griezmann before the transfer went through, he's talking about Neymar's return, and also De Ligt. And if you were to reverse the roles and City were speaking about Bayern players, Bayern wouldn't be very happy at all. And this next one isn't a confirmed transfer, but it's a bit of news from a friendly a couple nights ago between Real Madrid and Arsenal. So Real Madrid have confirmed that Marco Asensio suffered a torn ACL in his left knee. And obviously during pre-season or any time for a footballer is absolutely horrible, and he could well miss the whole of next season. And he's expected to have surgery in the upcoming days. But the reason I put it in the video is because apparently it could have some kind of effect on Arsenal's potential loan move for Dani Ceballos. Well, there were articles saying that Madrid were looking to sell both Isco and Asensio this summer to fund more transfers. But now with Asensio being injured, they potentially could look to keep Ceballos as a replacement and a backup for their first squad next year. Reports suggest that Everton are interested in Wilfried Zaha, and that could affect Arsenal's chances of getting him. Everton's interest was first reported by Jim White on TalkSport, and later confirmed by Sky Sports News on Twitter yesterday. Arsenal's interest has been long understood, and Zaha is said to prefer a move to the Emirates, but the £40 million offer has been rejected by the Eagles, and they still value the player closer to 80 mil. Now that valuation could come down a little bit, we'll have to wait and see, but Arsenal have definitely got to up their offer. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer upload. And finally, in the comment section below, what has been your favourite transfer so far in this window? So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.